A really good effort by our players. We had two really good practices the last couple of days, and first time we've had two consecutive practices in 2 weeks. We played more games than we had practices, so it was just good to come out today and have some good possessions on defense. I thought early in the game they did some great things in their ball screen motion that stressed our defense out, and we made a few adjustments. But our guys' activity level and their energy was good, and I think that's a big part of who we are. So, we just got to build on this win and continue to try to stay true to the process and get better every day, and hopefully, as we go through this season, we'll continue to improve.
Did you think it was a better defensive effort than these last two games that you played?
Much better defensive effort. Again, I think the start of the game was just the difference. We got off to a pretty good start. It was 10-10 in the first 4 minutes. And so they were making some baskets, but we were making some baskets. But they had to work for their baskets. And as long as they work for their baskets, we'll live with it. Contested shots, hard twos. And so I think our guys just was very focused and mentally ready to play. And that's a big part of the game. But our defense was good, and we got to continue to focus on our defense. And I think offensively, we'll play well the more times we can get stops.
This was about as good as offense as you want to play because you had 4 guys in double figures, 2 with 8 points. I talked about McManus had one of his best games ever.
We just shared the ball. Nobody seemed like it was one of those games where you could tell nobody really cared about who scored. They just make the right play, turn down a good shot for a much better shot. I thought we did that. We had good offensive balance. We only took 15 threes, which was good. And we had some other threes we could have took. I thought the guys passed it up and got in the paint. So the team we're trying to mature. We're a new team because the last 5 games, we got a new player, a really talented new player who wasn't with us. And so we're actually still a new developing team with Jarrell. And I think every game we play and every practice we can get better and try to improve. Well, Jalen was in a shooting slump because he started the first 10 games, played 20 minutes a game, and then the last 4 games he could play 2, 5, or 6. He didn't know what was going to happen. I think you automatically get out of rhythm that way. And so, we've been telling him, hey, just stay the course, defend and rebound. Let the shots find you. Don't worry about the shots. Defend and rebound, let the shots find you. And I think that takes your mind off of shooting. And he did what he needed to do to help us.
How important is it to have another guy coming off the bench like him who can add a scoring punch, for
yeah,
you guys getting the
it's very important. Usually we always have Marquise coming off, giving us a punch. We can depend on Marquise coming off. We know he's going to give us something good. Some defense, some offense, some steals, maybe make a 3. Like, we always can depend on him. So, adding Jalen to the mix is a good thing. You want to have a deep bench. And we got to continue to expand our bench. And it's something I'm going to try to do a better job of trusting the bench because I think our starters play too many minutes, and I need all of the guys who are healthy to be able to come in and contribute. And so we're going to continue to try to strengthen our bench as we go through the next few games.
Jalen and Jarrell both talked about the importance of winning at home in this league and then trying to steal a couple on the road. After 2 losses, how much more did this mean to kind of build those bricks towards the end of the season?
Well, you just want to get better. You just want to improve on your last performance. And so that's all we were focused on. And it was a much better performance than the last time we went out. Again, a lot of it's just connected to energy level, activity, and staying true to your core values of who you're trying to be as a team and a program, and that's defense and rebounding. And I saw more of that tonight, more tough plays. Again, I think offense always will take care of itself with this team because of the personnel that we have. But we got to make sure that we continue to bring good work ethic and show a determined spirit when we go on the court, and we showed it tonight.
So can you carry this tonight to Elon?
Well, really, I just want to try to carry it from tonight to practice tomorrow. Because practice was the reason we played good today, so we need to practice well tomorrow and then let the chips fall where they may.
Do you feel like the guys have a better sense of what they need to do when they go on the road this Saturday as opposed to maybe last week?
They should. They should. Obviously we hadn't talked about it because we just got done with this game, but they should. They should. Obviously all these games in the CAA are challenging. So you got to be sharp and you got to be prepared to play.
Tell me, the new guy you signed, what does he bring to the table?
Yeah, Sam Miller, 6'9", skill, athleticism, played on a Sweet 16 team at Dayton, played 13 minutes a game. So, you know, he'll sit out, and when he's eligible, he'll bring some a good post presence to us, as well as ability to shoot and
So
rebound.
he's more of a, is he an extended four, a guy who's
He can play
extended?
both. You know,
Yeah.
we're gonna play him at the 4 and the 5. He's 6'9", 235. I think he shot 35% from 3. Played the 5, played the 4. So we're really excited about
So
it.
he'll be eligible in December next year, is that what you think?
Should be January based on the way the rules are.
Oh, okay.
Last thing for me, just Jarrell adding him to the offense, like how much does that really shake you up, or how much of an identity do you think you kind of have to reshape when he comes back, like you said, for 5 games? He's so big.
Well, you know, we've been molding and shaping. He came back at the Coastal game, played about 15 minutes, and then the first game after Christmas, he played against Townsend at home, played 25 minutes. You know, so he just kind of been getting better as we go. I think every day he'll get better, you know, as we continue to go through the season. But I mean, I think defensively he adds something to us too, because the 4-man can't post us as easy. So I think he adds just as much on defense that he does on offense.
Jarrell, you talked about defense being kind of a priority for this game, and did you guys think you were better than you were on the road these last 2 games?
Yeah, definitely. I think because of those games, we had to come back, get some good practices in, and focus on what we do. And we've been scoring a lot lately, but we don't want that to take away from our defense and our energy plays. So I think this game was big to see.
But you thought you were better then?
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah. Jalen, how important is it for you to hit that first shot? It seems that when you hit that first shot, your confidence goes through the roof.
When I first get the ball, I just try to let the game come to me. So if I miss, I mean, it really doesn't matter about my confidence. I always try to keep my confidence high, even if I miss a shot, having a bad game, whatever. But I mean, it was a joy for hitting that first shot. Though I felt good after that.
You've been in a little bit of a shooting slump. I mean, how important was it for you to kind of get going tonight?
Lately over the days, I just been working, just keep shooting, just coming in the gym late, just shooting, just to get my shot back. But today, I got it back. Shooting around, I felt good, so just kept working. Yeah.
And was your confidence affected at all during these last 3 or 4 games?
Nah, not really. My confidence wasn't affected at all. Just trying to find my rhythm. That's all.
And how important is it for him to make shots like that for you guys, Drew?
I mean, it is important, but just like him and some other guys on our team, we trust them and we see them make shots day in and day out. So if he misses a few, it doesn't really get to us. We know his role, and we know what he does, and we know what he's capable of. So it's good to see him go 5 for 5. But
Is this a game you can build on now, just moving forward?
definitely, but I think as long as we stay grounded defensively and, you know, like Coach says, defense and get some rebounds, we'll be all right.
What's it like to go on a trip like that, come back 0 for 2? You get the win tonight, but how much does that kind of separate from what you just had to go to?
I mean, every loss helps you learn. So it was tough to go through, but I think it was good to see, like, we're a good team, but we still have a lot to grow from, and it sounds bad, but it's better to go right now than in March. So just keep growing and getting better each day.
Guys go on the road Saturday, you know, how do you make sure you learn those lessons from last weekend and it doesn't carry over to this weekend?
Just keep getting in the gym. We trust our coaches, we trust our team, we trust what got us here, and we'll keep pushing.
What's not exciting? I mean, it's middle of the season, but when you get a win at home and it's a conference win, how much does that mean to you guys? Just building the blocks for the rest of the season.
I think in this league it's very important to protect your home. So every home game you try to get and then go steal one on the road, like our coaches always tell us. So, because this league is pretty tough and everybody can get a win. So